Good morning students, welcome to GN virtual classes. I am Assistant Professor Jasprit Kaur from GN College of Education. Today I will teach you about change the narration. So first of all I will introduce you with the meaning of a narration. What is a narration? The art of reporting words of a speaker is called narration. The art of reporting words of a speaker is called narration. Narration is essential for story writing, reporting and other documentation. So narration is a reporting of a speaker. So this is two types of narration: direct speech, indirect speech. Direct speech is the actual speech in quotes, but actually the person is saying to someone else. It is writing in a quotes. And indirect speech transformed in simple manner. Here we remove the quotes. Quotes are removed in the indirect speech and we write for that. So direct speech is in a quotes and indirect speech is in a simple manner. Quotes are removed from the indirect speech. So I write here example. Rama said, comma, inverted comma started, I am very busy now. Full stop, inverted commas close. So here subject is a reporter. The reporter is saying or narrating a words. Then said is a reporting verb and this one is the reporting speech. This is the reporter who is speaking in the narration, Rama. So here the reporter is a Rama, said is a reporting verb and all which is he is speaking is a reporting speech. So this is divided into three parts: reporter, reporting verb and reporting speech. Then says to converted into tells, said to converted into told. And we write after that. First of all, I introduce the rules for changing the pronouns. For changing the pronouns, first is the first person pronoun of a reported speech is changed according to the subject of reporting verb. Reporting verb is this, the subject. Reporting subject of a reporting verb is this, and we change according to subject of a reporting verb the first pronoun. Like she says, comma, inverted commas begin, I am in 10th class, inverted commas close. When I change it into indirect speech, I write here she says that. I write here that for removing commas. For removing commas, I write that here. Then I change first person according to subject. Here subject is a she. So write here she is in 10th class. Here the helping verb according to she. The next is the second person pronoun change according to the object of reporting verb. Second person is changed according to the object of reporting verb. Like she says to me. Your subject is she and me is object. You have done your work. We have to convert the second person according to object. So I write here she tells me that I have done my work. Third is the third person reported speech. There is no change. No change for third person reported speech. Like I write here, he said he works hard. He said he works hard. When I converted, he said that he works hard. So there is no change in third person. First person we have to change according to the subject of a reporting verb, and second person we have to change according to the object of a reporting verb, and third person there is no change. Next I move forward to rules for changes of verb or tense. So first, if the reporting speech is in a present, reporting verb is in a present or future, then there is no change. Verb. This is verb. The teacher will say the reporting verb is in a future tense, comma, inverted commas begin. Gayatri performs on the stage. Inverted commas close. Then I changes into indirect speech. I write here the teacher will say that Gayatri performs on the stage. So there is no change of tense or a verb because the reporting verb is in a future tense. But if reporting verb is in a past, then there is a change accordingly. Like present indefinite changes into past indefinite, present continuous changes into past continuous, present perfect changes into past perfect, present perfect continuous changes into past perfect continuous, past indefinite into past perfect into past perfect continuous, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might. If the reporting verb is in a past tense, then we have to change the tense according this chart. You have to learn this chart, then you can change it. For example, he said, I am writing a novel. When I converted into indirect speech, he said that he was writing a novel. It is written, reporting speech is written in a present continuous, so I have converted it into a past continuous. Like, she said, I am studying. I am studying. She said that she was studying. This is also in a present continuous, so I converted it into a past continuous. You have to learn this chart, then you can convert accordingly the tense. If the supporting verb is in a present or future, then there is no change of a tense. If the reporting verb is in a past, then you have to change the tense accordingly the chart. You have to learn this present indefinite into past indefinite, present continuous, past continuous, present perfect into past perfect, present perfect continuous into past perfect continuous, past indefinite into past perfect, past continuous, sorry, this is continuous, into past perfect continuous, will, would, shall, should, can, could, may, might. You have to change accordingly, you have to learn this, but the exceptions are there. If the reporting verb is in the past, but some are the exceptions where there is no change of tense. First is if the reporting speech has universal truth. Reporting verb is in the past, but the reporting speech has universal truth, habitual fact, then there is no change of the tense. For example, our teacher said the earth is round. This is the universal truth, so there is no change of tense. Our teacher said that the earth is round. Second exception is if the reporting speech has historical fact, then there is no change of tense. For example, a teacher said Ashoka left war after conquest of Kalinga. Our teacher said that Ashoka left war after conquest of Kalinga because it has a historical fact, so there is no change of tense. Third one is if reporting speech has two actions happening at the same time, then there is no change. Like he said, my wife was making lunch when I was studying. There were two actions performing at the same time. His wife was making lunch and he was doing he was studying. So he said that his wife was making lunch when he was studying, so there was no change of tense here. Next one, if reporting speech has some imagined condition, then there is no change of tense here. She said, if I were rich, I would help him. If I were rich, I would help him. This is the imagination of her. So there is no change of tense. She said that if she was rich, she would help him. Next, if reporting speech contains to infinite, would, should, could, and must, might, out to, then there is no change. Example, he said, you should obey your elders. He said that you should obey your elders. So you have to know if the reporting verb is into past tense, you have to change the tense, but there are some exceptions. You have to learn these exceptions also. First is if the reporting speech has universal truth, there is no change of tense. If the reporting speech has a historical fact, there is no change. If there is a imagination fact, then there is no change. If two actions is happening at the same time, then there is no change. If the reporting speech contains would, should, could, might, must to infinity, then there is no change. So some are small changes also. You have to learn these small changes also. Here is changed into there, now, then, this, that, these, those, today, that day, tonight, that night, hence, then, just the previous day, last night, the previous night, last week, the previous week, tomorrow, the next day, next week, the following week, ago, before, thus, so, hither, thither, come, go. You have to learn this also. Then you can change accordingly. For example, I write here, she said her mother is making a meal today. She said that her mother was making a meal that day. Today is changed into that day. You have to learn these small changes. You have to learn which word is changed into which words. Like here is changed into there, this, that, these, those, previous, that. Sometimes you are written the change of formation. You have to write the exact word. Like the previous day, you have to write previous day is the yesterday. So you have to learn this. You have to learn the chart of the tenses, which tense is changing into which tense, and you have to learn these small changes, and you have to learn the exceptions also. Next is the assertive sentences. Assertive sentences which gives command, advice, order to someone. So we have to change according to this. Like said is said to replaced by ordered, replied, complained, advised, etc. So we here don't write told in these sentences. Told is crossed. For example, she said to me, give me a glass of water. So this is a sentence of order. She ordered me to give her a glass of water. Here we also cross that. At the place of that we write to, and at the place of told we write ordered, complained, replied, advised according to the sentence. Next one is the interrogative sentences. How can we convert interrogative sentences into a narration? First is for WH question, like said to change into asked. Here said to change into asked, inquired. Here we cross told also. We write here asked or inquired. The teacher said, what is your name? The teacher asked what your name was. We have to convert into a simple sentence or sentence in a assertive sentence. If question formed with helping verb, then we write asked, or if. We write asked with if. He said, may I have a glass of water? He asked for a glass of water. He said, can I stay here? He asked if he could stay there. Here changes into there. So you have to remind that the WH questions, in a WH question said to is converted into asked or inquired, and into in a assertive sentences The told is replaced by, said to is replaced by, replied, complained, ordered, advised according to the sentence, and here that is removed by to, and here that is removed by if. If is written in the question form with the helping verb, but in a WH question we have not write told, that, or if we don't write it, we write asked and with a WH question, and we have to convert into simple sentence. So this is all about the narration. Narration is the reporting of someone's report. So you have to convert the direct speech into indirect speech. Direct speech is in a inverted commas and indirect speech is in a simple form, that is transformed form. So you have to learn the rules. First of all, you have to learn that says to changes into tells, said to told, and the first is the rules for changing the pronouns. First person is changes according to the subject of the reporting verb, and the second one is the changes of the second person according to the object of the reporting verb, and the third person has no change. Then the change according to the tense. If the reporting verb is into present or future, then there is no change. If the reporting verb is into past tense, then there is a change of the tense. According to, you have to learn that chart, which tense is converted into which tense, and exceptions are there. Reporting verb is in a past tense. First, you have to learn. The exceptions are universal truth, no change. Habitual fact, no change. Two actions happening at the same time, no change. Imagined thing, no change. If the supporting speech contains could, should, would, then there is a no change. And there are small changes. Here changes into there, today, that, this, that, these, those, hence, thence. Because so you have to learn all these things. And then the assertive sentence. In assertive sentence, said to replaced by replied, complained, advised. And in interrogative sentences, you here write asked or inquired. And in a helping verb, you have to write here if. So this is all about the change the narration, and the questions are asking from this part is like this. You have to convert into indirect speech. He said to me, I can drive a car. He told me that he could, can change it into could, drive a car. And sometimes you are given a indirect speech, you have to convert into direct speech. Like he asked if he could stay there. From asked, I know this is a question form. He said, can I stay here? Question. So this type of questions are asking in the exam. I hope you understand the topic well. So I ask you to subscribe our channel so that we can provide you a more material to achieve your success in the exam. Thank you so much for watching my video.